What up? What up, everybody? It's Big Cheds. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I think I fixed my mic. The audio was coming through a weird source last time, so it should sound a lot more clear today. We're going to do another quick market update. Let me just fix a couple things, though. Make sure I'm ready for this. Let's go to playlists. Let's bring that into there. So you should really check out my masterclass tutorial playlist. That's going to get you started. Check out the free version of the book, Trading Wisdom. Ask me anything. I think that's, I'm not sure what that playlist is, but the Twitter Spaces, I've got like 45 or so, which is just amazing. Conversations from Twitter, really a great resource for any kind of new trader. Definitely check that out. Long form interview series. And this video, so I guess this video, yeah, this will go into the quick market updates. Playlist, of course. My new book, Trading Quotes, came out in December. I'm working December of last year. I'm working on Trading Journal. Should be out maybe Q1 next year. Of course, Trading Wisdom. Everybody knows Trading Wisdom. You get the free version of my YouTube, Bitcoin Live, best-in-class educational platform for crypto. I'm a founding analyst. Wonderful world-class team. Check out the public blog. I'm Big Cheds on Twitter. Please consider hitting like and subscribing. So it's great to have you folks. I like this format. Let's just check in with the chat room and see how everybody is doing. I'm busy today. Yeah, I'm working on some stuff. I'm going to do this, get some lunch. I'm working in the yard. I'm going to work out. Working on my books. I'm re-editing the cancer memoir, and I'm working on book 4. Also, some other creative projects I'm working on, masterclass over and over. When is it time to buy altcoins? I mean, it depends on the coin. You have to go chart by chart. You got to kind of get out of this thinking where, oh, great, now I can buy anything, because we still don't want to buy bad charts. Even if it's like hashtag alt season, you're still not going to buy bad charts. So like, there's never going to be a time when it's, oh, I can just buy whatever I want and I don't have to work hard. I don't have to manage my risk. Right. Like, so I feel like this is even the wrong question. Like, asking about it this way means you're not thinking, in my opinion, not humbly, but honestly, you're not thinking about it correctly. Right. It's not about when to buy altcoins. It should be, when do you buy a specific coin, a specific chart? You're trading chart by chart. You have to be more disciplined. I really don't like the phrasing of that question. I'm doing good. I'm on a 24-hour fast, actually. Like last week, I had a good time last week, right? So I'm just kind of catching up and getting back on track. I'm going to eat after this, so I'm feeling good. What was I right about? You was right. Dixon, what was I right about? Love you too, Maurice. Folks, I don't have a moderator. It's just me. So, stuff like that. So like, I'll try to see your chat, right? I'll probably try to see your questions, your comments, but I'll probably miss it. So please forgive me. I'm going to be doing, in a minute, I'll start doing requests in just a minute. So, but I'm just catching up right now. Puerto Rico, North Ireland. Great to see you. I started fasting last year, intermittent fasting, really just kind of changing my relationship with food. It's worked out really well for me. I was right about Hex going to the 007. Of course, it was a bad chart. Yeah, I mean, I don't like Hex. Okay. Like, I don't even care. Like, it's not like I'm pro or anti Hex. I just, whatever. I honestly don't care. It's a chart, right? I mean, it's just garbage. It's just, you're buying into really bad chart. I tweeted about it like around here and I caught all this flack. And there it is, 007. So look, I mean, you just got to be, it's easy to be more accurate when you just don't care either way and you can just follow the price. Please, more YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to work on that. All right. So what else do I want to say? That's about it. Let's jump right into the chat. A little bit of Bitcoin. I kind of see Bitcoin rolling over a little bit, kind of rounding top type of action. Bollinger Pinch, initial move, probably a fake out. I still think it's most likely to get the throwback. All this, of course, price action above the high time frame breakout level, right? And with the price kind of bumping into the underside of the prior consolidation ranges. So that's all pretty standard. So I mean, that's, yeah, I just kind of see it rolling over a little bit. All those spinning tops on the 3-day starting to get a little bit weak and kind of, it's called drooping bottom in classical charting. I put out a tweet recently. It's kind of drooping over. Weekly chart still nice. Even with the upper shadow candles, the gravestone doji. It's a weaker doji for me because it's not like, if you're talking about like the best spot for a gravestone doji would be after advancing candles and the doji up here. But here you have big move, sideways, gravestone doji, right? It's completely different context. And it's contained within the Bollinger Band in what is arguably just an upper Bollinger to EMA 8 type of consolidation, right? You folks, everybody who's listening knows what I'm talking about, right? Masterclass playlist, right? That will help you get caught up. So despite that doji, it's still bullish. It's still high and tight in the weekly. It's still above a rising 200. It's above, pardon me, all the moving averages, EMA 8, MA 20, all that. EMA 34. Let's jump right into it. I'm going to bounce around and do altcoin requests. So the first one I see, can you elaborate my algo play? What does that mean? I don't have an algo play. I can't tell you the last time I've traded algo. Years, maybe. I'm not sure what you mean, my algo play, but do you want me to look at the chart? I can look at the chart. People see me tweeting stuff sometimes. Maybe that's it. And they think, oh, you must be in this. But there's nine out of 10 times I am not in what I'm tweeting because I can't be in everything. I try to cover everything, but I can't be in everything. I'm just, I try to add value, and honestly, not being in stuff helps me be more active. Oh, shoot, you mean comp? I'm also not in comp. So I'll get to that in a second. So algo looks really bad. If it gets back up above 15, 16 cents, you can get interested. You asked about comp. So you said, where is it? Comp. Yeah, I'm also not in comp. You think it's my play. I tweeted it. No, actually decent looking setup. That's why I tweeted it out for you folks to potentially take a stab at it. Or, decide if it's something you like. I like the volume. I like the accumulation. I like it's riding EMA 8. It's above, lower, high breaks, right? You see all that, right? So you kind of look what you're looking at. It's price above a large rounding base. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. So I like that look. I see it. I tweet it out. I don't have a play. I'm not in it. I just think this is an area of interest, EMA 8. Even here, if it drops a little bit lower, maybe MA 20 or right around 65.7, would be interesting. Let me try to jump up to the top of the chat, and I'll move my way down. Daniel had asked about STG. Okay. And a couple. I'll try to do one from each. Yeah, it's all right. It looks worse than comp, right? It's okay. You got the deviation below and the response and the kind of bounce into the lower high. So I think you want to be cautious. It's pretty straightforward. You would want to be cautious until that level has been cleared. The price is now marking this as an important potential trade pivot. If you're looking to see where it really needs to hold on the downside, I would say right around 60 cents. Pardon me. You really want to make sure that holds. Okay. I can't do RLB. Someone asked RLB. I don't think there's like price history on that. That's the thing with these new coins, these new tokens. Like, there's nothing. Like, there's probably, what do we have here? I mean, what am I supposed to do? TA on this? Like, there's no TA in this. I don't care if you're the best. I don't care if you're like Peter Brandt. There's just nothing. There's nothing to do here, right? You need give me like a year of history. So like when you're in something like this, there is no chart. It's just a straight gamble on everything outside of the chart. Okay. From France, bonjour, salut. Can I talk about hydrogen stocks, Plug Power? I'll pick one. Let's do Plug Power. I looked at that one back in the day. Plug Power. There you go, Robin. Interesting. Oh, bounce to underside. So look at that. So this gave you a beautiful, beautiful short signal here, right? Look at that. Straight up textbook. Back in February, where you attempted a head and shoulders. And again, as a quick refresher reminder, and this is a rather well-formed inverted head and shoulders. There's two things that you want to play. Like the target doesn't even matter. Like the price targets is like, much lower than where does it confirm? Here's your breakout level. And where does it invalidate? And it invalidated here. I'll clean it up for you. You can see it. This is just a great example of being patient. You had like a 9 out of I'm writing a book, not the trading journal book, but my 5th book is a poker and trading crossover book, and I'm gonna include, like, different trading setups. It's the idea of, like, hand rankings in poker. There'll be, like, trade rankings. Like, something like this, like a right shoulder invalidation, that's a very high quality setup. I mean, and it's super clean too. Look how the price respected it. Follow through on that. Now a little bit of a lower high break. Clearly, this level is still important. That will extend over. I'd be cautious here, though. Bounce into the underside of the daily MA 200. It's a downtrend that just bounced into resistance. So what do we normally do, right? What do we normally do? You short that. I'm doing good. I'm not sure if I already saw that comment. Thank you. I'm just kind of catching up in the chat. I love you too, Frederick. Thanks for saying that. Soul. Okay. Let's take a look at Soul. De La Soul. Look at that. So kind of a deviation, a false break up above. Cautious right now. However, haven't lost to 8 yet. So this might be a contrarian entry here on the EMA 8, right? We'll clean it up a little bit. And so now let's go to the weekly chart. I think it's a little bit more well described, a little bit cleaner. You can see how well described this horizontal support resistance flipping level is. So you're at a key moment, you're at a key level. You could be. This is when you're on a lower time frame, right? Could you go to lower time frame when the price is at a key level? You have a potential deviation of a break of these highs. However, as I said, we haven't lost the 8 yet, so it's still pretty clean, primary uptrend support. So it needs to hold right here, although it is flirting with a deviation. Where would I go long? I'd probably go long back up above like 27 if I was interested in taking a long, or I'd want to see it drop back down to 22, 23. This would be my low ball bid. This would be my kind of my bargain buy right around there. If the market hits some volatility, if like Bitcoin drops $1,000 and takes everything down with it, I need to start fasting with my trades. Yeah, less is more, honestly. Um, cut your watch list in half, right? You're going to trade a lot better. Instead of buying another monitor, cut your watch list in half. And like trades, like definitely don't overtrade. Like overtrading is the enemy of a healthy bankroll. What about LTC? What about LTC? Sounds like a movie title, right? Like, what about LTC? Um, it's still below the 105. We have the breakout level. Sorry, the false breakout, really, of the range peaks, the deviation. Now we're back to 200, and you have the rising demand structure, the low, the higher low, the higher low. And then here, generally the higher low, even though you had the temporary violation, that does make me a little bit more cautious. But you still do, generally speaking, have the higher low structure. We're watching that, and that will extend now to the DMA 200, and then perhaps that $80 low. It's not clean here, though, for me. There's no real like, I'm waiting down till around 70s to buy here on a dip. I'd rather buy on a break back up above 105 personally, and buy with momentum than buy somewhere and get chopped out in kind of an unclear type of price structure in this chop zone. I mentioned Soul. Yeah, what's up, man? Good to see you. I've seen you folks, a lot of you folks on the Twitter Spaces. INJ, sure. Let's take a look. It's the best chart out there. Without a doubt, it's the strongest chart. Look at that beautiful rising 200. Price above the rising 200. It's kind of pausing a little bit at range peaks. I would be thinking maybe one more drop back to support. That would be perfect. Consolidate, consolidate. Oh no, it's over. Catch up to the 50, catch up the lower Bollinger Band, confluence, this high, this low, 10 out of 10 entry, and then continuation. That's my best guess. Beautiful chart. GRT is really confusing me. All right, let's take a look, Maurice. I'm gonna catch up in the chat room after this. I've been doing a lot of charts. Let's see how everyone's doing. So, yeah, right here, right? Back to support. It's okay, but there's a lot of better charts out there. But this is still quite decent compared to a lot of the stuff out there, a lot of the junk. This is decent, actually. You really wanna see it hold here. If it fails 11.5, you're looking down around 9.5. And then if it loses this level, I think you have to abandon the trade. You have to even really just if you're holding, you gotta get out if it breaks these lows because you're gonna drift back down to 5 cents and then probably roll even lower. So you definitely don't wanna lose kind of that 9.5 cents area. Um, let's kinda jump around the chat, see how everybody's doing. How's my 10% chance of Sol going to 10, brother? I mean, I just covered Sol. I don't think you can think about $10 now because we have so many levels between here and there. I covered Bitcoin at the beginning. I think there's a pretty decent chance. I'd say 65%. It goes to 28.5. Stink bid on Tesla daily, sure. I mean, you're looking for it to potentially reject here. Stink bid would be here at the bottom of the window. We did not fill this window, right? Right there. And we kind of almost did. But my stink bid would be like here, like 235, 240. And then, of course, you definitely see this support resistance flip. There's definitely a level there as well around 265, but a real stink bid, a real kind of smelly, probably won't hit, but has a logical kind of thesis level would be right around 235. Okay. We need AI based Chad. Yeah. One of these days. I mean, there's enough like YouTube, there's enough spaces of me and my talking about my style probably that a computer could do it, figure it out. I covered INJ. I honestly don't care about big accounts. Like, you need to ignore that. Like, you gotta stop thinking about big accounts. Like, you can't like, you have to be trading based on the opportunity in the 4 corners of the chart in front of you. Like, you have to be a rock, right? Not a blade of grass blowing in the wind. You know, these big accounts, like, who knows why they're in it? Maybe they don't care. Maybe they're just throwing their money around, or maybe they're, like, pretending to be in it. Like, it doesn't matter what other people are doing. Ah, I just and b honestly, most big accounts suck at technical analysis. So, like, why are they in it? There is a very limited amount of really good TA out there, like clean professional TA. So you gotta when I hear big accounts, I just hear red flags. Um, sure. Hey, what's up, Brian? You want to check out Matic? Okay. Oh, BTC dropping a little bit, 29.6. All right. Matic USD. The good old US of D. Yeah, not great. It's a kind of rough chart. I mean, you're like swimming against the tide. It is a bearish chart, 200 probably rolling over. Really, really need to hold here, but I think this chart's in a bit of trouble. I don't like it, generally speaking. And I would say if you are hoping for a reversal and you're in this, um, I'd say below 71, I would just bail. I wouldn't stick around. I mean, it's got a lot of potential to really roll over. I don't like it. What do I think about stocks going all-time high? BTC follows? Well, BTC sometimes follows and sometimes doesn't. So you can't trade Bitcoin based on what you think the equities are going to be doing. What's up? Good to see you. Thank you. Nice to see you as well. We'll do a couple more and then we'll wrap it up. Just seeing how everybody's doing in the chat room. There's a lot of requests, a lot of comments. I definitely can't get to all of them, but I do like touching base and trying to add a little value. I like to teach as I go. Let's see. Pepe, there's no chart history in this stuff, Dixon. Like, that's the whole point. There's no chart in Pepe, really. There's no chart in like Rollbit and this new stuff, ARB or whatever. Like, there's no chart. I'm the wrong guy for that. Like, I can you give me a chart with history, I'll tell you exactly what the price is telling us. Here, you got nothing. You got nothing. Rainbow chart, completely irrelevant. It's fun. It's for memeing. Um, it's probably having to do with the standard deviation of the strength of each successive like cycle. It's just nonsense. You don't. There's nothing that chart like. Do I want the rainbow chart or give me an MA 200, weekly MA 200, which is the trend? I'll take the 200 every time. Rainbow chart's complete nonsense. A lot of these quote unquote big accounts and a lot of these like flashy things are just designed to get your attention. And when you're new in the space, you don't know what's right and wrong. You don't know what's BS and what's not. and you think you're always looking for like a silver bullet and, oh, just chart and okay, all I have to do is buy because we're in this color. No, absolutely not. You have to grind it out. You have to study the price and pay attention to support and resistance. Many thanks to you. And I wish you the same and to your family as well. So thank you. May you also be blessed. Um, sure. I've never heard of this one. DMTR. I'll take a look at that. I like the fact that I've never heard of it. Is that's crypto? And okay, I guess I have covered it because I've got a box here. Somebody must have requested it at Bitcoin Live at some point. Um, hmm. Kinda looks like the big time lower high is set. I mean, that's your high up there. This is your lower high, kinda head and shoulders top, and that's your rollover. I mean, if it breaks below 2.5 cents, you gotta really get out. I'd be very careful here. Luckily, the price has defined this overhead trigger level for you where it rejected, came through, failed on the throwback, right? Now it's called a pullback, bearish underside retest. One, two, three. Beautiful short setups, three in a row. So you know where to watch, right, in the future. 24K BTC? Why 24K? That's a weird level. I mean, you want to ask me about like 25.5, maybe? 24K doesn't make sense because you're already above. We already had the high. Like, I don't get this type of thinking. We already had the high time frame breakout. You don't think about price below. You just don't even think about this anymore. This right here, like this just doesn't really exist right now because we're above the high time breakout level. Unless we first of all, we have to test this level. We'd have to even test it, right? We already had a successful test. You'd have to lose it. Could we roll over here and kind of M top and then potentially lose it? Yeah. If that happens, then let's talk about levels below. But it's just weird to talk about below a high time frame breakout level in the environment of a rising MA200 in an uptrend, right? Like you're designing your theory for like a very for a less than likely thing, right? Your mentality is against the trend, and I don't like that. Um, let's see, whatever. See, Arb, there's no chart. I made Boondock. Good to see you, my friend. I made the point. There's no history on these things. There's no. You've been in my spaces. I made this point. You need price history. FTM. Okay. Do a couple more and we'll wrap it up. Couple more, we'll wrap it up. Someone said last time, Chad, you said quick market update, and it was 45 minutes. So I don't want to do the ads. Get them 25 minutes, probably enough. Yeah, FTM, not so bueno. Not so good, not so good. It looks bad. I would not want to be in this. I would just get out. I would avoid it. You can set an alert on your software. If it breaks above 32, 33 cents, you start to get interested, but I would pretty much abandon this one. Cheds gets me mad sometimes. Cheds gets kind of mad at me sometimes, but I'm a generous way to be my brother. He always looks out for you and he's fun. Oh, thank you. Look, like, I don't know if some of you folks have been around with me since, at least since the beginning of crypto, and for me in 2017. I've been on Twitter since 2014 posting charts. And like my whole thing is helping new traders avoid my old mistakes. Because like I get it. I've blown up accounts many times and I really do empathize with people and I really do get it. So I try to stay true in that. I don't know next sale. I'm a founding analyst. I've been doing it for 5 years. I do a twice a week report. I haven't missed or skipped one in 4 years. Another one tomorrow night. But I have no control over like pricing and membership. I'm hired to create content. If I had to guess, um, I don't know. What is it? July? Maybe there'll be a quarterly sale like around November, December, maybe. But I really don't know. I mean, we just had a really big sale. It was our 5-year anniversary. And we're still like, we're still in the like trial period for those people who signed up. That's how fresh it was. I mean, it was an unbelievable deal. So, but honestly, if you're regular price, it's a wonderful value, even at regular price, because you get access to everyone's content, not just mine, but we have it's probably the best team in the world that studies crypto. And I say that pretty confidently. And then when you sign up, you can just see the history of everything we've said, and you can see why. Um, All right, I'll do one more. I'll do render, and then I'm gonna go have lunch. Render's a nice looking chart. It does have potential for a head and shoulders here, but we'll be reminded that most reversal patterns fail. This head and shoulders would not confirm until it complete. It would really need to break below about 175 to complete. You have a long thesis should the right shoulder invalidate, right? Similar to what we were looking at with plug power earlier in reverse, I would definitely be a buyer on the rising 200. So that is that. We're keeping an eye for a throwback to 28.5. Potential candle weakness on the 3-day. We see the deviation above and kind of the sweeping, rounding top, drooping bottom type top in classical charting terms. And that's it. I love doing this. I had a lot of fun here. Check out my newest book, Trading Quotes, on Amazon. I have a new book, Trading Journal, which is book 4. Should be out early next year. Then I'm working on the poker trading book. That should take me another couple of years. And then beyond that, I have some other books I'm working on too: life wisdom, sci-fi novel, and a dream journal, lucid dreaming journal. Um, Check out Trading Wisdom on Amazon, the free version, of course, on my YouTube. I have 18 of the 50 lessons for free. And these are kind of companion too. You should get the book and watch these because this is me reading the book to you and talking about it. So it's actually pretty awesome. Um, Tweets explained. People sometimes say my tweets are too academic. I don't know what you mean. Well, I'm trying to push you to learn. This is me going through and explaining. I mean, I've studied TA professionally, and I'm trying to help you get to that level. So go ahead and check out that playlist. Wonderful interviews, long form interview series, Twitter Spaces. These are question and answer segments with new traders. I have 40 of them up there plus. So check that out, folks. Thank you for um, poker and trading crossover book. Like bankroll management is very similar. The emotional management is similar. There's a lot of similarities actually. I wrote a blog post about this years ago called 5 Ways Trading is Like Poker. And so there's going to be kind of a spin-off on that. Yep, poker and trading book. Folks, I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out here today. If I didn't get your request, I apologize. I will try to get to it next time. And, who knows when that will be, maybe this week, maybe not. I really don't do this too much, but I had fun and I thank you for hanging out. I will talk to you soon. Big Cheds out.